So everybody thinks they're a coder today. Like it's cool now to be a coder because AI has allowed us to code. And now GPT-5 has come out. And if you've read anything about GPT-5, they're talking about how it's so much better for coding, blah, 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 right? Everybody wants to be a coder. And there's all this buzz about, oh, we won't need all the traditional coders anymore. They're going to go away. Well, let me just tell you something, and let's talk about that for a little while. So I am an old school coder. I started coding way back in like 1990. Okay, and spent 2 decades doing hardcore coding. I'm an old school coder, and left that, got into marketing, been in marketing for 25 years, yada, 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 yada. Okay, great, wonderful. So I know coding. I know the logic. Logic of coding doesn't change. It's all logic, right? And so I've been playing with a lot of these AI coding tools like Lovable and GenSpark and others that actually allow you in natural language to write in a prompt and have it create something for you. Okay, great, wonderful. And these are the things that people are saying are going to put real coders out of business, that they're no longer going to be coding jobs, right? Sorry, coders, go away. We don't need you anymore. Yeah. Well, after the last 2 weeks of spending time in these code platforms, let me just tell you, coders aren't going away. If anything, they're more needed now, more than ever. More than ever. Because the thing that's happening is when we go into these platforms, and this is what happened to me, okay? I'm telling you, literally, this is what happened to me. You go into these platforms and you're in natural language telling it what you want, and then the darn thing got confused. It got confused. So, real talk for a moment. Building this web app, and it's calling several different webhooks. Okay. Now, each webhook is a different function in the application. All right. So just hold that thought for a moment. So we've got these webhooks calling these different functions. And so I've defined for it, I said, okay, I've got these webhooks and they call these functions. Fantastic. Okay. We're going along swimmingly. Everything is going well. We're making changes. We're changing the user interface and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, poof, everything stopped working. Everything stopped working. And I'm asking it, what's going on? Why is it not working? And it says, well, the webhooks are throwing 404 errors. Basically, it can't connect to the webhooks and something is wrong. And it's saying that the webhooks are not registered or turned on and they're not available, or you gave me the wrong URL for the webhook, right? I'm thinking, well, I didn't give you the wrong URL for the webhook. I know that. It was just working yesterday and now it's not working today. So what in the world's going on? And so I'm asking it questions and it's responding back. And then it says to me, get this. It says to me, well, there's clearly a problem with the webhook. So we've removed the webhooks and instead we're putting in mock data. And I'm thinking, what? No. I don't want mock data. I want you to make this work. And so now I'm losing my mind with this thing of what is going on. Well, in that moment, the old school coder in me kicked in. And the old school coder in me pulled up the code and started looking through and realized that what happened was somewhere along the way, as I was making user interface style changes, it rewrote the code and was calling the wrong webhooks for the wrong functions. Now, I love you. I do. I love you as a human. I do. But if you're not a coder, you wouldn't have caught that. You would have just been frustrated. You wouldn't have understood. And you see, and this is why I say coders aren't going to go away. Yes, I know these systems are going to get smarter. They are. They are. They are absolutely going to get smarter. But as they get smarter, it doesn't mean that we get to get dumber. It doesn't at all. It doesn't at all. It means we get to get smarter with them. And so coders are going to become even more important because they're going to be able to create at warp and lightning speed. So the same thing that, yes, you and I may be able to do, and it may take us a week, it will take them an hour and a half. And so they're going to get lightning fast as these systems get better because it's going to help them create faster. So, all of these people who love talking about how coders are going away, yeah, no, you're not right. You're wrong. There's going to be a renaissance, and coders are going to be even more in demand.